Hello everyone, welcome back. This time I want to use the Hexagon Cascade mold from MoldsandShapes, and it's a coaster mold. And I thought I'd just pour the web effect and then make a nice back layer. So fingers crossed it will work. I'm pouring the first step up to the second rim, and you will see what I'm doing. I start mixing my color, and here I'm just pouring some resin into the cup. I'm using the Ultracast Resin from Etter Art, and then I'm just using some pigment drops. I went with 5 pigment drops into this cup here, you see it. And then I'm just stirring it very well till I have till it's really mixed in very well. And then I'm also checking for the consistency. When I'm doing the web effect, I don't make my white too strong, but also not too less transparent. So it's just maybe a little bit stronger than you would do for the 3D blooms. And now I found that I forgot to take my pearl mica because I wanted to add some pearl mica into my white. So I needed to get it, and there it is. And I'm just putting a little bit, you see it there, into my white. And then I'm really stirring the white very well. When you stir the mica, please don't do it really like I'm doing here, because you can easily put, or you easily can force some of the particles from the mica into your mold, and then you start to clean your mold all over again. I sometimes do the mistake. There I was lucky that not much happened, but a few things just fell into my mold. So don't be as silly as I am. Just stir it a little bit away from your mold. I should have put the mold away, but my camera was set, and yeah, I just left it. Anyway, so I'm making sure that the mica is really stirred well into the white, so I don't have any particles swimming on top. And now I'm just pouring a thin rim along the edges. Well, it's not so thin, but it's rather thin. And I try to make it as even as possible. It's not always working that you have each side exactly the same, but it doesn't matter. And then I'm taking my clear resin and I'm filling up my mold up to the second rim, because I want to make a back layer. So I always wondered, how is it going to look like when I have the web effect and I'm making a back layer. So this time I'm finally trying this, or I'm pouring this just to see, because I think also the Cascade mold is perfect for this because of the different steps. So yeah, wait and see. So I'm now doing exactly the same for all the 4 coasters. I'm just pouring my white along the rim, and then I'm taking my clear and filling up the clear up to the second cascade. So I have only the 3rd cascade left for my background. And again, I'm also, you see, I'm taking my time. I've only speeded up this part of the video just a tiny bit, so you see that I'm really not pouring very fast. And again, my transparent resin, and then I can start with my last coaster. I know I keep on saying this, but I find resin so fascinating, how it's moving, and also with the web effect, how it's moving into the center. You really also need to give your resin time. Yeah, there I messed a little bit, but this is okay. I just take my glove and carefully take it off. Sometimes you need to give resin really time and be patient, and then resin will make its magic. So resin is something, you learn to be patient. I learned it the hard way in almost 3.5 years. But once you get the grip to it, it's really beautiful. And yes, I also have my fails. This is normal, especially when you try to test new techniques. It's normal that you cannot do them straight away. So never worry and never be too frustrated if something doesn't work. It's just natural. So and now I'm just using the rest of the white, which I still have in the cup, and I'm just pouring a little bit circles so that there's also enough white for the resin to move to the center. So now my cup is almost empty, and for the last coasters it doesn't make sense anymore. So I'm hoping that I really used enough resin also there. So anyway, now I put some glitter in the center. The glitter is the Fantasy Pewter from Laura's Art Corner. Please check out Laura's Art Corner, check out Etter Art, and of course MoldsandShapes in my description box. And of course you find the discount codes also in my description box. And now you can really see how the resin is pulling towards the center, and I'm quite happy about it. So this is now the next step. I have chosen Chameleon pigment from Let's Resin, and it's the teal color. So I'm just brushing my mold. It's still a little bit tacky, so the resin or the powder is really sticking on the resin. But I found in the center, when I brushed more to the center, that that it was there already cured, that it was not so tacky anymore. But at the side it was quite tacky, and I think that's the most important, the sides, and that I can brush also the last step of the mold from the Cascade form or from the Cascade mold, because I'm hoping to have for the final step from that side this nice surrounding with the Chameleon pigment. But I will wait and see if my theory is working. So you always have things in your mind, and then you hope that they are really working out like you want them to work out. So yeah, this was on my mind when I was brushing the Chameleon pigment. But we will just wait and see. So I speeded this part up, of course, so it's not getting too boring for you. Yeah, and then I can go with the final step, and this is going to be the back layer. And this is just using Azure. It's a very nice turquoise color from Petra Jongbloed. It's a mica. I poured this into my Ultracast Resin, and now I'm just filling up my mold. So I'm not doing a special effect, because now with my Chameleon pigment brushed in there, it does not make really sense. So I'm only filling up my mold there. I found that I have not enough resin, so I needed to mix up a little bit more. So I'm showing you this step. I hope you don't mind, because it's only just mixing my blue color or my teal color. And it's a wonderful color. Look at it. Really love it a lot. So I'm stirring my mica in very well again, and then I'm just adding what needs to be added. And then you always need to be careful when you do the back layer that you are not overfilling. So I was quite accurate this time. It didn't happen that I overfilled, and I was very happy, because it's really happening so easily. But anyway, so now I'm just giving it a quick torch, and then I'm almost ready for demolding. Well, no, I needed to wait 24 hours, and then I could demold. So time for demolding, and I'm so curious how they are gonna looking. And when you take the coasters out of the Cascade molds, I would suggest just do it gently, because you have the different steps, and don't do it too roughly. So that's what I'm doing now. taking all the coasters out, and then I'm very curious how they gonna look like. And look at this. I think they look really cute, and the final step, see, has the chameleon pigment, and also in between you see also the chameleon pigment from the brushing, and I really like it, and I like the background. They actually look quite like winter. We are almost in spring, so yeah, I realized that I should have maybe used a pink color. I don't know. I'm wondering about your thoughts. But they are looking wintry, but I think you can still use them also in summer. I really love them. They give you the cool feeling when the summers are too warm. So you always need to think about the good thing, you know, even though it might not be the theme for this time of the year, but I was really happy with them, and look at them. They are looking so cute. And with this, I love and leave you now. I thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.